G'day everyone, yet another going down demo today. This time it's map 13, Deep Trouble. The previous record for this map was 509, and when I started my attempts, my goal was sub 5. That ended up being a bit tougher than I expected. I got 4 exits between 505 and 502 before I managed to get this one done. Ammo's quite tight, especially in the first minute or so, and there's a lot that can go wrong given how little room to move you have. Anyway, let's get into the demo. Alright, so we drop down, grab the armour and the chain gun, run down and hit this switch. I don't want to shoot just yet, so I don't spawn anything in. Run past those guys first. Run down, grab the plasma, and I want to go to the pinky so I can wake up a bunch of spawners. And then I just need to plasma my way back up to the top. You can get blocked in by revs here or Hell Knights. It's a bit RNG, exactly where they're sitting. I got quite lucky here that I managed to preserve so much health coming up to the top section. Now I'm pretty much just going to camp in this section, try and clear out all of the enemies that are going to be pushing in on me, as well as getting some decent damage in on the cacos. You will find that the cacos will just get pushed back from super shotgun blasts, so I kind of will throw a shot at them, let them float away, and then when they come back up close, then I'll switch back to the shotgun if I've got the ammo for it. You do need to be conscious of weapon switch timing, so sometimes it can be better to use, like if you're using the chain gun to clear out all the hit scanners and imps, sometimes it can just be better to stick with it even if a rev or a Hell Knight pops up in front of you. I've cleared out most of the first wave of guys. I'm going to finish off these 2 cacos, then I'll push down to start clearing out the pinkies. And make sure we clear out all of the imps in that dark wall as well. I kind of just do a couple of checks on them because you can have an imp not making any noise at the back of the closet there, and you can see it's very dark. It's nearly impossible to see them. So from here we just push down. And this door will open up and spawn a Revenant. I like to bait him out a little bit because there's going to be an Archvile that will spawn there later. And I would prefer that he doesn't resurrect the imps. And then I want to kill this Archvile before I move on. So plasma through these hit scanners and open up the... it's a non-secret wall, but it's a bit hidden if you don't look for it. Grab the supercharge, and then I want to plasma down to about 60 or 80 cells, and then I'll just SSG the rest of these pinkies. And grab the armor and refill on cells while I'm waiting for that secret wall to lower. Just come back and plasma down as many of these imps as I can. I like to try and get some imp corpses in that little cubby hole there so that when the Archvile spawns in a minute, he'll resurrect imps rather than the Revenant, if possible. There's most of the rest of my plasma clearing out these guys. Refill in these cubbies here, and then I cross down to where that Mancubus is. That is the trigger that spawns this Archvile. Come back up. Thankfully he didn't resurrect the Revenant. Grab the Mega Armor and almost ready to move on. I ignore that first Mancubus. He gets lowered when we're doing the final fight, but I want to clear this second one out before I drop down. Finally get access to the rocket launcher. Use it first to just clear out some of the pinkies in that cubby hole. Clear out the Mancubus and the Arachnotron. They can do a lot of damage to you if you're ignoring them. A few rockets in the clump of pinkies, and then I basically just switch to plasma. And I use plasma to clear out the majority of the enemies in this room. What I'm effectively doing here is kind of just wasting time, letting a lot of the Hell Knights that spawn in the exit corridor filter out. And once most of them are out, then I'm pushing behind them, and I can just use rockets to clear them up. Saw a decent enough opportunity to use a few rockets there, so I took it. Just kind of trying to clear up some of the stragglers here before I push into the Hell Knight closet. Open the exit door before I start working these guys down, because that's a bit of a slow exit to open. And just spamming rockets on these guys. I missed the blue key, but thankfully that wasn't enough to cost me the sub 5. Alrighty everyone, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you all later.